Hello and welcome to ARK Survival Evolved. We're on the Extinction map and today we're going to be taking on the Beta King Titan. We've already done the Gamma King Titan because that's like a prerequisite. You've got to do them in order on this map because once you finish the Gamma you'll get the trophy that you'll be able to use to take on the Beta. Once you've done the Beta you can take that trophy and use it against the Alpha. So as I say, we've already done the Gamma. And at that time I just went in with some T-Rexes and some Gigas. This time round I'm bringing extra firepower because I've tamed up the sub-Titans. So we've got the Ice Titan over there and I'm going to pretty much rely on him to hand out quite a bit of melee damage. I'm going to use the Desert Titan myself. I'll ride this one, do whatever damage I can with that. The Forest Titan, I've left that parked out on the outskirts to keep an eye on whatever spawns up where those veins are, because it's really important to protect that vein. And I've actually tried this without having any Gigas. What I'm doing in this episode is I've got a bunch of Gigas. You can't see them, you can just probably see the eggs. I've rebred some more Gigas. Some of them are like the newer generation, they've got more melee damage. I've leveled up some of the old ones as well in melee. But these newer ones, they had mutations, so they didn't need a level as much. So hopefully we should be able to do a lot more damage. I mean, I've left the T-Rexes out of this for now, because it's a case of, you know, I'll probably lose quite a lot of Gigas in the process. So I think I'll keep the T-Rexes in reserve. So for this strategy, as I say, I'm not 100% sure what to do with the Forest Titan, because I have actually tried this with just the Titans alone. And I've been running into problems because that King Titan does stun damage. It can stun a Titan and it's just left there standing doing zippity doodah. So I need something to keep an eye on the actual the vein. So I'm just going to park that one to the side, let that focus over there. So they're on aggressive like. The Desert Titan, we'll see what we can do with that one while I'm riding it. So we'll go and summon it. So I mean I've got 28 Gigas over there, plus a couple of Eutrianuses and 2 Daedons. I thought I'd bring them in to hopefully see if they can do a bit of healing while they're in. But realistically, the way this goes is you start with that initial battle going on, and then at some point everybody just gets flung all over the place. So we'll just have to see. So this time round it's slightly different, because if you look at the Gamma, we need 10 teeth instead of 5. 20 venom instead of 10, and 300 corrupt hearts instead of 150. Still need the trophies, but you also need the actual this time round you also need the actual trophy of the Gamma Titan. So yeah, there's a bit extra being asked for this time round. Now what I've done is I've brought the Snow Owl with me, but that's just for the end, because it's a case of I want to make sure that I can get all the bits and bobs at the end. Right, so we'll get ourselves a flock. Nope, see that? Go target. So yeah, I mean, we're doing quite a lot of damage, and it looks like we're already being targeted, which isn't good. Now I'm going to see if we can do a bit of damage over here. Just have to be a bit careful on the stamina for this thing, because its stamina runs out. Oh, hello, that was funny. Right, so that vein's still ticking over, fortunately. Let's see if we can target that thing. I'll just get out of that mode. Are you still targeting things over there, mate? Good, good. So right, so I can see its health's still going down, so that's a good sign. Ooh. Oh, it's just a flock getting battered a bit. So let's see if we can do a bit of help here. I don't really want to get touched. What the heck? I've got Gigas climbing all over the Desert Titan. That's not the plan. Just seriously, dudes, just attack this thing. That's quite good. That, I mean, 18,600 damage. Wow, that's a lot. I feel kind of crazy because that Forest Titan's not doing much. Oh, hang on. Come on. Let me get out of here. Ow, 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 ow. Yeah, it's part of the reason why I didn't want the Titans around. I think that there isn't a vein down here, but... Ooh, 8,000, right, so everybody pile in. Just make sure there's nobody. Everybody just pile into that thing. Come on. Have a good chew. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I don't know why the forest titan. It's possible that the forest titan's just stunned. Ow, ow, ow. Ow. Right, that's that point where everybody just gets blattered. Are you going to turn around or what? Come on. Come on. Ow, ow, ow. Ha-ha! We got it. Right, so, quickly. Hopefully there's nothing too big getting in the way still. Oh, you go and do what you need to do. Finish the place off, guys and gals. I'll just get her to pop out of the cryo, cause there's stuff in here that I need. Can I give it to you? I'm on like borrowed time here. Alright, so you can't carry anymore. No, this is not good. Right, well I definitely want that. And I definitely want that. I'll have that. And I definitely need that. We'll have some of that and a bit of that. Could have done with somebody else because you're at max. Are you at max weight or something? Oh no, it's the bloomin'. Hang on a minute, that's why. You keep a hold of those. Right, see if I can dump these onto you. I was trying to get things out of the actual artifact and onto the snow owl. For some crazy reason it wasn't. I'll give you. Actually, I'll get that back. Actually, yeah, the artifact was getting in the way. That's why. Have we ascended yet, or what? Oh no, the bloomin'. Oh, stupid ice titan. You grab these, will you? I'll keep a hold of them. Ah, too late. But no, I was I was trying to get all those things out of the actual artifact there so I could put them onto the bird, but the trouble is I kept targeting I thought I was targeting the snow owl, and obviously I wasn't. I was targeting the actual artifact all the time. That's why nothing was happening. I'm thinking, why can't I like transfer them over? It was like I like overloaded the snow owl with too much weight. But I can see that's going to be fun because I'm going to have to go chasing after that blooming ice titan now. It's decided to wander off the cliff to chasing something. I should have put them all into sort of like neutral mode or something once I've finished. But anyway, let's watch this video. It's really cool.
From there, it will spread, grow and thrive, and this planet, our home, will bloom once more.
Ah, that's great. I love that ending, I must admit. That's a brilliant ending. So I'm just going to pause the video because I'm going to have to restart the game and respawn, so I'll be back in a short while. Right, so... okay, what are these all doing around here? That's odd. These are all tightly packed up together before, so I'm not sure what went on there. Right, so let's get this on. Ah, right, so I've lost my my element. I can't remember, I don't know if I've dumped that element onto the bird or whether I brought it with me. I suspect I actually lost it, but I'll have to check the video playback. Right, so... yeah, so I've already got about 29 shells there, and I think that's what you get every time you play these like bosses. You get like tons of sort of like shells, which I don't really need to use that many now. They're useful against the, you know, the actual sub-titans if you're going to go up against the Ice Titan and the Forest Titan. Let's go and assess the damage. I'm more concerned about the bloomin' Ice Titan because it's gone wandering off over there somewhere. Right, where's me bird? So we did lose quite a few gigas. Right, let's see where... oh wow, you're really struggling under the weight, mate, aren't you? Right, well, I'll tell you what, I'm just going to go and dump this weight. Then we'll do a bit of recon and find out where everything's gone to. Right, I've dumped off all those bits and bobs that I had, but the Ice Titan, I don't know whether it's falling down or something, because I thought it was over here on this edge, but it's every time I get closer it seems to get lower and lower towards the ground, so I don't know what's going on down there. Oh, truth, there's a blooming wyvern over there. Let's see if I can jump on and take over that thing, because I'll have to get it back. We'll drop you off there. Stay there, Polly Parrot. Yeah, this isn't good. I'm gonna have to try and recover my Ice Titan. Same thing happened the first time I tried this. I should have really remembered to like get it out of aggressive mode. Come here. Yeah, if it's in aggressive mode, it ends up going over the edge, and then it ends up against like tons of sort of like dinos. Let's see if I can get this beastie back. Right, come on. Oh good, I managed to get out. I thought we were going to be stuck in there. Right, let's see, where the heck am I? Come on. Right, I think this is going to take quite a while, so I think what I'll do is I'll just persevere. I don't know if I can get it out this way, but I've got to get it out of here at some point, so I'll just keep trying with this and then I'll bring you back. Oh, I'm glad I spotted this one. I had to go all the way back to the snow owl to get my cryopods, but there was a Utri just sitting down there and had fallen off the edge. I mean, I tried going out that way with the Ice Titan, but I just couldn't get it to move. Oh, great. I don't know what happened. My canteen seemed to... I think it's been lost, I think. Yeah, I don't have my canteen for some strange reason. So anyway, we're just going to have to keep going out this way. So, I'll bring you back shortly. Just going to clear out this last remaining giga. It's funny, it's not... it doesn't seem to be all that interested in attacking anything. How bizarre. But, I'll just leave you there. Right, come on, Polly Parrot. Wow, what are you... How the heck did you manage to get stuck up there? Never ceases to amaze me. How the heck does a giga get stuck all the way up there? Right, come on you. But, I've had like a quick look around, and there's quite a few gigas that I've still got here. A lot more than I expected, because I've tried it before, and I lost a lot of gigas. This time round, once I realised just how much damage how much damage the Desert Titan can do, I thought, well, I'll try and bring that into the mix a bit more. But I don't want to sort of be too close to the King Titan with it, because it does quite a lot of damage, especially if it starts to target you, if it stuns you, if it starts, you know, bringing down one of the meteor showers on you. I mean, you could end up getting a lot of damage. So it's, yeah, it's a case of I don't want to be too close, but on the other hand, I can get the fight over with a heck of a lot quicker. So I mean, these are the gigas that are left over so far, and there's quite a lot there actually. I didn't notice that many getting killed. I think to start with there was quite a few sort of like I think it was the flock. It mentioned the flock were getting killed, which is understandable really. But then there was the there were some gigas starting to die off. I mean, I've picked up both of my Utris and one of my Daedons. But I'm going to have a look around and see if I can find anything else, because usually when that thing goes through like a phase and it just literally throws everything out to a massive different distance. Sometimes they end up down here, all the way down here. I've had dinos all the way down here. I've just got to be careful because the place is usually crawling with wyverns around here. Oh blimey! I'm finding these things, these gigas. They're all over the place in strange places. I mean, it's just as well they've got like cryopods. Otherwise it'd be a right hassle having to go out and sort of like walk these back somewhere. We got enough. Yeah, I mean, I'm finding them in all sorts of weird locations. I've sometimes found them like right up a wall, somehow like buried into the rock. Fortunately, you just have to get them to follow you, and they'll pop back out again. So I don't know what's going on there. But I'm just going to keep looking around, and then I'll bring you back. Haha! We've found pork pie! It's thrown all the way up. I don't know how it managed, but it must have like gone sailing right through the air to land all the way over here. So we'll pop this one away, because I've got the other one. There it is. That one's pork chop. So this one's pork pie, and this one, the other one's pork chop. So we'll get this one, and then we'll go back and start looking for more. Well, I've got to say that actually went a lot better than I actually thought it would. I mean, it definitely was better than, doing the Gamma King Titan. I did that one with just dinos. I went in with some T-Rexes and some Gigas, and yeah, I mean it worked. But this went a lot quicker, and it was a lot easier when I had all these 3 Titans with me as well, because they do quite a bit of damage on their own. I mean, we've got this time round. I mean, I know when I did the Gamma King Titan, I lost quite a lot of Gigas, and I lost quite a lot of T-Rexes. I don't know if the Gigas might have turned on the Rexes, so I thought this time I'll play it safe. So I bred more Gigas. Also, I gave them more melee damage, and the Gigas I already had, I leveled them up a bit more. But I think the idea was I wanted to bring just Gigas in to do basically to keep the King Titan occupied. And they were handing out quite a lot of damage themselves. These things, though, these Titans, they were doing a much more like damage themselves. But I know from some testing I did before that if I take just these 3 Titans in, it's a bit of a problem. It may not be if you've got like 3 people each controlling them, because you can make full use of these Titans if there's the 3 of you. But when you're on your own, you just got to basically pick one of them and that's it. Kind of just wing it from there. So I thought the preferred one was to use the Desert Titan, because my concern with that one is that might have just gone sailing in there basically and been doing damage up front and not lasted so long. The Forest, well, so basically that is the reason why I picked that one for me to ride. The Forest Titan I left kind of out on the outskirts, if you will, because I just couldn't really think what to do with it. I was reluctant to bring it into directly into the fight in this lot, just in case things went kind of pear-shaped. But I mean, this Titan didn't take as much damage, anywhere near as much damage as I thought. I mean, if you go through the wiki, they're supposed to take like 5 times as much damage as the normal dinos, but you know, it's survived pretty well, I'd say. So maybe it's just a case of, you know, throwing these two at the King Titan, and you know, while you just use the Desert Titan yourself. I mean, it probably does pay to keep an eye on that vein though, because I know when I've taken these 3 Titans in and nothing else, you run into a problem, because one of the issues I found is I think anything that's in a certain area of the actual King Titan, it suffers from sort of like stuns. You get like a debuff and you're stunned for a certain period of time. The timeout disappears, and then that's it. You're back to normal. Now I was having problems because I was on the Desert Titan over there, and that Forest Titan was just standing around doing absolutely nothing. It wasn't going anywhere at all, and I think that's probably because, I don't know if it's like a target. I think it might be a targeting thing, but it's very frequent, I suspect. So by having all of these other dinos down here, I think it'll keep shifting the targeting or something. I think maybe that helped. Whereas before I kind of like stalled because I mean, I was on the Desert Titan and I was frequently getting stalled, where I just, well, stunned I should say, and I just couldn't do much. And then the Forest Titan was practically just sitting it out for most of the fight, so it was pretty much left at just the Ice Titan. There was nothing keeping an eye on the vein either, and the problem then was that I think, I mean, I couldn't get up close to like to verify it, but I think it took some sort of buff, because all of a sudden none of these 3 Titans could actually do any damage to the actual King Titan. I mean, I was biting it with the Desert Titan. The King Titan was jumping up and down on it. Even the Forest Titan was trying to do something at that point, and there was just no floating damage. Just nothing, nada. Then after a while, all of a sudden, it was back to normal, and then, you know, then they could do their damage. By which time, yeah, it was these 3 had taken a heck of a lot of damage by then. Now this time round, I noticed the amount of damage, the hit points on the actual King Titan went down pretty quickly in comparison, and I didn't notice this issue of, you know, where there wasn't any, you know, where there was a point where there was no damage at all. So I think it's a bit risky just taking the 3 Titans in, unless, you know, unless you've got like 3 people independently controlling them. I mean, this Ice Titan and the Desert Titan you would use as ranged dinos. The Forest Titan, somebody goes in there and just basically tanks the King Titan, because that thing's got a good shield where it takes hardly any damage when it goes into defensive mode. So that's great if there's, you know, you got mates to help you. But when you're doing it on your own, you still, I would say, bring the 3 Titans plus your dinos as well to finish it off. And then it's just pretty much just a DPS race. The vein wasn't that particularly important, I'd say. I mean, I wasn't paying that much attention to it, and I mean, chances are the Forest Titan might have done some of the damage itself. They're not that much good for that sort of thing. I don't know of any dino other than like a Managama that can like attack or Velonosaurs as well, where they can attack the dinos that are attacking the veins without themselves causing damage to the vein. So something to bear in mind. But I'm really pleased. I've got a lot of my Gigas still intact, so it's just going to be a case of healing them up. But I think what I'll do is, when we do the Alpha King Titan, it's going to be a completely different ball game anyway, to be honest, because we've got that thing there. This it's a Mega Mech module, and what you do with that is you can actually take, as far as I'm aware, you take 4 mechs and you turn them into basically like a super mech, well, a Mega Mech. So the idea is, what I'll be doing is I'll bring 4 mechs up here, just the normal ones, and because basically what happens is it's a one-off thing. This thing, you can only get this by defeating the Beta King Titan. Once you use it, you've got to be within close proximity to the actual King Titan, specifically the Alpha King Titan. You then convert those mechs into a Mega Mech, once either the Mega Mech will get destroyed, or once the actual Alpha King Titan gets destroyed, the Mega Mech gets destroyed, because it can only exist so long as the actual Alpha King Titan is nearby. So I wouldn't want to like spend a ton of resources making, you know, wonderful mechs, knowing perfectly well they're going to be lost anyway. I think I'm just going to bring some normal ones in. So the strategy next time round is I think I'll bring the king. I'll bring the my Rexes in this time, just out of curiosity, to see how they fare. I don't think they'll do as much damage as the Gigas, but they've got better saddles on them, so I think they should be able to last a bit longer. I'll still have the actual Titans themselves, the little sub-Titans. I'll just basically throw all of them against the Alpha King Titan, I think, and then I'll just see what I can do with the Mega Mech. But yeah, I'm really pleased anyway. I mean, we've got we didn't get anything wonderful, I'd say. And if I just have a look, I don't think you don't have anything, no. So I've got an Ascendant Shield, a couple of bits of Ascendant Riot Armor there. Tons of shells, some low quality sort of like armor and weapons, Ascendant Fur Armor, slightly better helmet. I mean, this one I picked up a while back, 496, so it's not that big of an improvement. And these pods, I mean, I don't really use them, to be honest. I think that's more for PvP or something. Shells, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to really need them now, because all I've got to do, as long as those three don't starve to death, all I've got to do next is the Alpha King, and that's pretty much it for Extinction. So I'm going to go and double check on these T-Rexes, because I don't know what on earth's happened to them. There was a lot of them here, and when I came back after the boss fight, they seemed to be scattered around, so I don't know what happened there. I think it's the first time where we've had an actual fight here, where there was a Wyvern was actually in the area at one point. Normally this is pretty quiet, but yeah, a Wyvern came in here, and I had to get the Gigas to get rid of it. The T-Rexes couldn't seem to hit it at all for some strange reason. But anyway, that's it for this video. We set out to defeat the actual Beta King Titan, and we've done it. I mean, I'm really pleased now, and it's just a case of now of just doing the Alpha King Titan. So I do hope you've enjoyed watching this video. If so, do please leave a like, as that will help me out a great deal. If you're new to the channel and you want to see more content, then yeah, do please subscribe. But just remember to click the little bell icon, because that way you get notifications for when new content comes out. And if you've got any comments, any suggestions, any feedback at all you'd like to leave, please put in that comment section below. So until the next video, thanks very much for watching. Bye!